The Upanishads say it perfectly. Let your own task be done, even if done imperfectly, rather than trying to do someone else's task perfectly. That's such a deep teaching. It means focus on what's in front of you, do the best you can with your own responsibilities, and don't get caught up in comparing yourself to others. Don't worry about doing things perfectly, or making it all make sense. Just keep doing your task, moment after moment, and let go of the rest. You don't need to figure out why, and you don't need to make it logical. Those are just distractions from the mind. Whenever the ego is at work, it always tries to involve the mind. The ego says things like, well, I wasted my time. But the truth is, you didn't waste your time if you put your heart and soul into the moment. You served something greater than yourself. You served God, or reality itself. If you don't do that, then you end up putting all your energy into your mind, questioning and doubting everything. Your mind starts asking, why am I doing this? What's the point? But here's the thing. The reason is simple. It's because the moment is right in front of you. That's enough. It may be hard to understand at first, but once you learn it, you'll see that there's no need for any other reason. You're doing it because it's right there, and you're not trying to get anything out of it. Some people ask, but what does it mean to do something without trying to get anything out of it? Think about it like playing golf. In golf, the goal is to hit this tiny ball into a hole with as few strokes as possible. But if the goal was simply to get the ball in the hole, you could just walk over, pick it up, and drop it in. But where's the challenge in that? The fun is in the challenge, in doing your best. People keep going back to the golf course, practicing again and again, trying to improve. It's the same with any sport like football or basketball. Athletes practice for hours, not just for the reward, but to dig deep inside themselves, pull out their best, and express it. It's really a beautiful thing. Why do we have the Olympics? Think about all the athletes who train for years, all to compete and do their very best. Yes, there's a medal at the end, but for many of them, the real reward is the journey of pushing themselves, of reaching their full potential. Now imagine doing all of that, but without expecting a reward at the end. That's what a yogi does. A yogi isn't focused on medals or recognition. They do their best simply because it's the right thing to do. It's about digging deep, expressing the best part of yourself, and giving your all to whatever is in front of you, without expecting anything in return. Take a musician, for example. A true artist doesn't play music just to be heard or to sell albums. They play because they feel the music inside them. Beethoven, one of the greatest composers, didn't need an audience to feel the power of his music. Even as he was going deaf, he found ways to keep creating. He cut the legs off his piano so he could feel the vibrations of the notes through the floor. That's how much he needed to express what was inside him.